Who do you think you are? Oh, this was a fun workshop. Who do you think you are is basically questioning everything you think you are, where your origins come from. Let me ask you, did you pick your genes? I don't mean the ones you're wearing now. Did you pick your genetic code? No. Did you pick your environment which you were born into, the time of year, the amount of money your parents had, the climate, the political climate? Did you choose any of it? No. So these two things that make up you, you didn't choose. But yet somewhere from that you emerge making choices. So the question is, do you actually own your personality? Is it under your control, or is it just a domino effect? A very complex, yes, totally individual, but a very complex domino effect that's just emerging out of the universe. So who are you? And are you in control of your thoughts? Do you think, I'm going to have a thought now, and then have it? Or does it just pop into your head and you go, oh, that's mine? It's fundamental, isn't it? Because if you're not who you think you are, then who are you? You can discover in this workshop. Through love, through understanding. There's also an idea that we have an inherited self. We have a genetic code, and one of the important things I like to talk about is the mitochondria. The mitochondria are the powerhouses of each cell. There are power stations. And they come only from our mother. Only from our mother. Mostly because the mitochondria in the father's sperm is in the tail, which gets snipped off. And the egg is so massive in relation to the sperm that none of the mitochondria of the male passes down to the kids. So the powerhouses, how you're powered, comes from your mother, and from your mother's mother, and from your mother's mother's mother. And so that might explain a lot to you in terms of when you see your mum, knowing how she approaches things, how her power is, you go, oh, I've got the same fundamentals at the base of my cells, the powerhouses. Understanding that, really gives you a freedom, an understanding of who you are and what you can do with that. Also, there are fundamentals of the physics and the interaction of astrology, the planets, the Mayan astrology, the Gregorian astrology, the Vedic Vastu understanding. How these things influence us to be personality types. And there is an influence. Sure, you're not limited to anything, but you have a starting point. From that starting point you can emerge in a set, limited amount of directions. But still, there's still a billion directions, but there is a way that you're going to emerge. So find out, who do you think you are?